No wonder EU loathes him. Trump's UN speech went down like cup of cold vomit, Hannan. The Tory MEP has defended the president's fiery speech to the United Nations, UN, earlier this month, which he says went down like a cup of cold vomit with EU officials because they view nationalism as a dirty word. But writing in the Washington Examiner, Mr. Hannan said national sovereignty and pride in one's nation is a force for good. He said, "Our patriotism bids us acknowledge an obligation to the people around us. It's why we pay taxes to support strangers, why we accept election results when our candidates lose, and why we obey laws with which we disagree." Last week, Donald Trump reminded them, in one of their own temples, of how meager and unpopular their doctrine is. No wonder they loathe him. In his first major speech to the UN, Mr. Trump emphasized his America First policy and encouraged other countries to follow his lead. The hotly anticipated address included attacks on North Korea and Iran, as well as a pledge to stop radical Islamic terrorism. But the overarching theme was one of nationalism, with the president making use of the words sovereign or sovereignty 21 times. Addressing world leaders, he said, "We do not expect diverse countries to share the same cultures, traditions or even systems of government. But we do expect all nations to uphold these two core sovereign duties, to respect the interests of their own people and the rights of every other sovereign nation." Strong, sovereign nations let diverse countries with different values, different cultures and different dreams not just coexist but work side by side on the basis of mutual respect. Praising the president's speech, Mr. Hannan said it was patriotism in European nations which helped defeat the Nazis and the desire for freedom in Eastern Bloc states which contributed to the fall of the Soviet Empire. He said, "In the EU, where the ruling doctrine is that national sovereignty is both irrational and regrettable, Trump's anti-globalism went down like a cup of cold vomit." Patriotism may be a dirty word for Eurocrats, but most of us recognize it as the basis of a workable society.